Hello and welcome to NDTV Profit. And joining us is Arul Selvan. He is the President and CFO of Cholamandalam Finance, and the company has come out with its numbers. It's kind of a mixed set of numbers to talk about, but I would like to just ask first thing, the asset quality that has seen kind of a deterioration. What led to this, and is there a pressure again coming in the fourth quarter?
Asset quality actually has not, deteriorated. It has held as against an expected improvement. So to that extent, it has not met our own expectations there. Therefore, but in the unsecured, you're seeing some improvements, which is as per what we had originally thought of. There were, it will come down and progressively come down and sort of run down before the commence of the next year, which is FY27. So that would be the one where we will see a good improvement in the coming quarters. In vehicle finance, also Q4 tends to be a better quarter, and so there again we see an improvement coming in the subsequent quarter. Though in Q3, the expected level of improvement in vehicle finance did not, that much, come through. The rest of the book, actually, we have improved the asset quality to a large extent, so there should not be any major concerns on that in the coming quarters.
Right, but a little bit of industry-specific news flow also. The consumer loan outlook, is it solidifying or will it take some time? And of course, I'm getting in the budget announcements also because some kind of yields going to get impacted. But going ahead, the consumer loan outlook, is it improving as compared to the vehicle finance segment?
Yes, it has improved. If you see the net credit losses, it has come down, though it is elevated. It had been elevated. From there, it has come down marginally around from 7% NCL. It has come down around 6.4%. So we should see that progressively coming down as we completely run down the fintech originated book, as you know, which we had exited a year back. So that the last quarter of where the residual book will run off will be in Q4. And so you will see this progressively coming down, which will stop influencing the NCL number and the NPA numbers.
All right, and Mr. Selvan, what about your view on the NIMS front? NIMS have improved this quarter as well. Can we see some kind of a guidance for the fourth quarter? What numbers are we looking at?
I would conservatively keep the NIMS at similar level, maybe another 5-10 basis points improvement in Q4 because market has again sort of tightened a bit, especially on the shorter end. So we may see some, pressure coming through, but I think we will not. It will certainly not be adverse, but it will not improve that much as what we originally thought of.
Interesting. Arunji, apart from that, the FY26 guidance, the upper range for the credit cost, you need to make at least 2.5%, 1.5% in the credit cost to achieve that upper end of FY26 guidance. Will it happen?
Yes, we still are, working towards the 1.6 for the full year number, which would be 1.5 to 1.6 number. But I think we need to look at the Q4 where, vehicle finance will be the big game changer, which should improve and thereby bring the targeted number to the 1.5 to 1.6 levels of the overall NCL for the company for the full year.
All right, but just looking at the numbers, the write-offs have been highest in 14 quarters. Net slippages, but on the other hand, are down. That's roughly 32 basis points sequentially. Your view on the slippages going ahead?
Yes, see, the current quarter, we did asset sale to an ARC on the home loan front because we do not have the SARFAESI eligibility on the loans under the HL. So we had to sell it to an ARC to leverage the SARFAESI which they have. So from that context, the write-off may seem higher, but the revenue that coming therefrom has come into the income line, so that's where it looks elevated on that front. Otherwise, actually, it's not an out of turn write-off that is happening out there.
And the AUM in the disbursements front, they have grown between 16 to 21 odd percent. Mr. Selvan, if you could give us the AUM guidance, like maybe for FY26, how much will we be closing?
We still want to keep the same or similar levels of between 20 to 22% of the AUM growth. As you could see, the disbursements have started picking up from what it was YTD of 6%. It has now moved on to YTD of 6%. It has moved on from almost practically no growth scenario. But that is something will augur well on the AUM. And as you know, the disbursement, reductions have been more on the shorter end of the or shorter tenor of the portfolio, which is the fintech, this thing, and the supply chain and SME. So AUM growth continues to be robust, and you will see the same 20 to 22% AUM growth that should come through for the full financial year.
Alright, then that's the word coming in as far as that particular counter is concerned. But tell you what, with that completely out of time on this edition of Lunchtime Trades, thank you so much for tuning in.